Do you ever wonder how to pick the best prenatal, especially if you're already pregnant or if you're trying to conceive? In this video, I will share with you my top 3 criteria when picking a prenatal and my 2 favorite prenatal options that I like to recommend to my family, my friends, and to my clients. For more women's health, hormone, and pregnancy fertility advice, make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking that bell icon so you don't miss a video. Okay, now on to the 3 criteria that I look for when choosing a prenatal supplement. The number 1 criteria that I like to focus on is what we call the Good Manufacturing Practices stamp, or also is the NSF stamp. So this means that the prenatals have been tested by a third party for purity and potency. So whatever is on the label is truly in the product. A lot of supplements, the supplement industry is highly not regulated by the FDA or really any other body. So by having it be regulated or having it have a good manufacturing stamp, it means that a third party has gone in and tested the product and that it has qualified and met the criteria to really show that it's pure and potent. So it's actually going to help you in the way that it's supposed to, and it is pure, which means that it has no fillers like many other products that have things like rice, flour, other fillers to just fill it up. So that one is criteria number 1. Criteria number 2 for prenatal is folate. So as I'm saying folate, I want to point out that it's not folic acid. So folate is the natural form and folic acid is the synthetic form. The reason why this is important is because the natural form is the way our body recognizes it and makes it more bioavailable. So your body actually gets what you think it's getting, but if you do folate, then your body has to go through other processes to absorb the nutrient, and it doesn't really get the quality and the quantity of the nutrient that you are looking for. And as we all know, folate is super important for neural tube defect, for preventing neural tube defect, for brain development in your baby. So it's a super important nutrient to make sure that we're getting in the right amount and also in the right kind, the right type of folate. So again, look for folate instead of folic acid, and especially methylated folate is what you want to look for. With that being said, if you have the MTHFR mutation, which many people do, with even more reason, you want to choose methylated folate because that's the only way your body can absorb it. So that is criteria number 2. Criteria number 3 is one of my favorite ones, and the reason for that is because it is a nutrient that is not in the majority of prenatals. So yes, other prenatals have a lot of the nutrients necessary for a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby, but they lack in a nutrient called choline. And choline is just as important, if not so more important than folate, because it also helps prevent neural tube defect and also helps with brain development. You can also find choline in foods like liver and egg yolks. During pregnancy, however, I like to recommend supplementing it through your prenatal because your needs are much higher than just regularly when you're not pregnant. So making sure your prenatal has choline is going to be very important as well. So just to recap, the 3 criteria that I recommend looking for when choosing a prenatal are: number 1, it is tested for purity and potency and has been tested by a third party, and it usually will have what we call an NSF stamp or Good Manufacturing Practice GMP stamp on it. You can research this when you research for your prenatal supplements or any other supplements in that case. And number 2 is making sure your prenatal has folate instead of folic acid, because that is the superior form of the nutrient. And number 3 is making sure it has choline, which most prenatals don't have. So it's one that is important to keep in mind to really look for and that is how your prenatal will stand out from the thousands of other products out there. So with that being said, there are two prenatals that I really like, and they meet all of these criteria. They are all third-party tested, contain folate and contain choline, and the only difference, the difference are very slight. I'll first start with Theranatal Complete. Theranatal Complete is this one right here. As you can see, it's a very big box. It's a 90-day supply, and this one you take 4 capsules a day. So this is how it comes. So this would be day 1, day 2, day 3. It's actually just 3 capsules a day. So if you don't mind taking capsules, this is a great option, and it includes all the nutrients that you need for a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. And as I mentioned, this is a 90-day supply, and it costs $80. So it's a little less than $1 a day, which I think is a really good price point. I really like this company. It's from Theralogics. You can use the code 675763 to save $12, and it comes out to $68 for the 90-day supply. So it's very cost effective. It's less than $1 a day, which is like I mentioned, a great price point, and I really like it. This is the first one that I came across that met all the criteria, so it's one that I started using right away, and one that I've always been loyal to and enjoyed. Another interesting fun fact about this, and I was not going to mention this, but if you know, this is like a small group of people who will know this, but if you know, I think it's really interesting and fun to know. So if you know anything about the show The Bachelor, there are couples that a lot of them end up together and they get married through this show, and it just so happens that there's this couple that met through the show. They're married and have kids now, and I learned that the couple is Ari and Lauren. If you know Bachelor world, you'll know who they are, and they just had some twins, and she was actually taking Theranatal Complete, this one, throughout her entire pregnancy with her twins. So I thought it was really cool that I was using it, and then she mentioned that she was using it, and she is not necessarily a healthcare provider or anything. I just thought it was fun to see that she was using it too. So I know she did a lot of research as well, and if she came down to this option, I know that she did her research. So anyways, fun fact for that. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Theranatal Complete. As I'm reading, it also contains DHA, vitamin D. It contains all of the other nutrients. What makes it stand out though is that it contains also folate, the folate form, and choline, and is third-party tested. The other one that I really like is called Fullwell, and it's this one right here. One of the reasons I really love this one, again, it meets all of the criteria just as Theranatal Complete does. One of the things that I do like about it is that the company is owned by a dietitian, and it's a small business. So it's women-owned small business. So I really enjoy supporting small businesses and women-owned businesses. So if that's something that is important to you, I think this is like a great option. This is what it looks like, if you can see it, and it contains, again, choline, folate. It's third-party tested. The pricing for this one is a little different. It is $49 for a 30-day supply, so it's a little bit more expensive than Theranatal Complete. They are equally as potent and pure and great products. You can use code Monica10 for this one, so you get 10% off. So it'll be $45 for the 30-day supply. So it's a little over $1 a day. So compared to Theranatal Complete, this one is a little bit more expensive. They are both really good products. The difference between them, to me personally, is that one of them is a big company, and the other one is a small business, women owned, from a dietitian, which I'm a dietitian as well, so I like supporting women dietitians and small businesses. So if that is something that is also important to you, this one is a great option. And it's also cost effective, not as cost effective as Theranatal Complete, but it's also cost effective, especially because it includes all of the good things that we're looking for. So I hope that was helpful. This was super fun for me to like research on, and I actually have been looking for like the perfect prenatal for a few years now, and it wasn't until I found Theranatal Complete, and soon after I found fullwell, that I have decided to stay with these two. And either one you choose, there's no wrong way. Like, they're both excellent products, and they will both be really, really good for your health, your pregnancy, and for your baby. So that also is a great thing to know, like having that peace of mind that your baby's healthy, you're healthy, and that you are supplementing with the right nutrients, and supplementing and really supporting your body for what it's needing through this process and this journey of pregnancy. I also want to say, like, this is great, of course, for pregnancy, but it's also great for prenatal. So if you are not pregnant yet, but you are looking to get pregnant, it is really highly recommended that you start taking a prenatal at least 3 months before you intend to get pregnant. So if you're planning to get pregnant, starting right away is a great place to start. And if you aren't actively planning to get pregnant but are also open to get pregnant, I think just taking it, like, I personally am taking my prenatals all the time just because I'm not actively trying to get pregnant, but if it did happen, I would want my body to have those nutrient reserves so that you're already starting at a good place and not playing catch up by starting your prenatals after you get pregnant. But if you're already pregnant, this is also a great time to get started. And I hope this was helpful. Like I mentioned, if you have any comments, if there's any prenatals that you have tried before that you want to share with us in the comments below, make sure you share it there. If you have any questions, make sure you also put them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions around prenatals, around fertility, around prenatal products. And if there's anything I can help you with, I'll be happy to answer it there. And I think that's it for now. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and share it with women that you know are pregnant or are trying to get pregnant that might find this helpful. And again, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video that I post throughout the year. And I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.